shit. So it's kind of tough. So these two doctors were talking to me, said, now, Mr. Johnson, if you want to get out of the service, we can get you out and give you about 30% disability. If you want to stay in, we'll arrange it where you can stay in. Well, I'd got smart and more, you know, I'd finally grown up. I got smart. I was only 19 years old when I come back.
Yeah.
And I said, I think I'll stay in. Now, the reason why I said that, because he had said, any POW that wants to re-enlist, we'll give you choice of station and duty guaranteed for 3 years, and we'll give you 90 days leave and give you 1 grade in rank.
Wow, that's good.
Which was a great, well, I wanted to go to San Antonio. I didn't want to be Memphis. I wanted to go down to the Johnsons, all lived in San Antonio. And that's where the happiest days of my life was, out at Alamo Downs Racetrack, those horses.
Yeah.
And all the Johnsons lived down there. And so I didn't want to see, San Antonio is a military town. It's not very popular because there's too many military down there.
Right.
But on the south side of town was an air base called oh shit.
Lackland?
No, I'll think of it. I was there for 3 years. I should know the name of it. Anyway, I'll think of it. And I said, I want to go there, and I want to go to airplane mechanic school. So they assigned me that, and they sent off, and they sent back, they okayed it. So I got 90 days leave. I got guaranteed for 3 years I could be at that base. They couldn't transfer me. And I could go to any school I wanted to, you know, military school, you know, like airplane. I want to be an airplane mechanic for them. Brooksfield.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I didn't have to go for 90 days. In those days, they paid by cash. All the military paid cash. You had to go to the bank and get the cash. You stand in line, and by alphabet, they pay you.
Right.
Officer pay you. Pay officer. Well, and that's how they paid in those days. So they had to mail me a check every month to my mama's house on Pierce Street. 767, because I got married to Betty Jean Anderson then. I'd been home about 30 minutes and fell in love with her, and she fell in love with me. She was 11th grade at Humes High School. We got married, went down to Mississippi, got married. We were living there at her mama's house where we used to live. But anyway, they had to make me a check every month for my pay from Brooksfield. So in September, I reported enough from January to September before I had to go. So when I checked in at Brooksfield in September, they still had Quonset huts in those days. And the base office was in a Quonset hut. You walk in the front door, and then they had lights hung down in the middle of it, and they had it separated. And they had the company clerks at the first section, then the first sergeant sat in the second section, and the commander sitting way back to the last end. He had a big office back there. So I walked in there, and I had all my paperwork with me, and the clerk was sitting there with his back to me doing this on the typewriter. Looked down there, and there's the first sergeant. He's doing something back there, way back there. I could see this major sitting back there at his desk, scratching his ass, whatever. So finally, the clerk turned around and said, "All right, can I help you?" I said, "Yes, I'm reporting in. Here's my papers." I handed my papers. See, they didn't know who I was. And so he looked, he said, "Sergeant, here's the son of a bitch now." The first sergeant jumped up. And so they were pissed off because they had to mail me a check. And they were short of help. And they didn't know who I was, and I didn't have to report to duty, and he got to mail me a check. They were all upset about it. It was a 306 base unit. So I went back there, and when they found out who I was and the reason, all that, okay. So I said, I want to go to aircraft mechanic school, by the way, because I had that choice. And this major says, he said, "Corporal, we got aircraft mechanics coming out our ass." The war was over, you know. And he says, "But we got a guardhouse down there that we have prisoners in. You're going to be the police and prison sergeant. I'm going to promote you to sergeant, and you'll be the police and prison sergeant down there taking care of the guardhouse.
Hmm.
And that's how I went into the base. So then, that was a good job. I mean, they didn't do much of anything. And I was there for 3 years. That's when we won the baseball championship and all that shit.
Yeah.
But Sergeant Johnson was the most well-known guy on that base. It's a small base. Anytime anybody come on the base, see, I had all the MPs work for me, you know, and everything on there. And anybody want to know something? Say, see Sergeant Johnson, he's got a key to the flagpole.